Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to inform about email writing test. So there are few MNC companies which conduct email writing round, preferably like to analyze whether if you're able to write an email to a customer or reply an email. So last 1.5 year back, I have uploaded a video in terms of like how to reply a vendor or a customer or a scenario which can be in office, but this is related to email writing test in interview. So it will give you a clear idea on the sample of email writing, and it will be easier for you to crack that particular round, whichever company conducts that particular interview. So punctuation matters a lot. Empathizing customer, like you have to understand from the customer point of view, and greetings are also needed. And what kind of resolution you have been giving it for the customer. So resolution is provided and understand the query clearly from the customer point of view. So here there are certain scenarios which I have explained. So which will give you a clear clarity like how to crack this interview when someone has given a interview. So here I hope my screen is visible. So I'm just reading the scenario which has been given here. An IT representative from a company who is a work from home employee, and he has emailed to a customer support team that he was experiencing a internet issue. So what happened was the internet connection was not stable and it was not working properly. He tried with all the troubleshooting steps, but nothing was not working properly. So and he reached out to the customer support team of that particular firm over a call, and they made him to stay on hold for more than an hour. So there are certain scenarios where some new agents or customer service people, if they are new or they might not be able to give a clear clarity compared to a senior professional, so we should try to refresh the hold if you are keeping on hold for a customer for a period of for a certain minutes or certain seconds. And yeah, as here the customer might got irritated where he was on hold for more than an hour because the main concern was he was having this internet issue, uh, being a work from home employee, so from a reputed firm. So he is not able to get the solution and has emailed to the customer service team. And however, the issue was not got resolved, and he was waiting for more than an hour. In spite of waiting for an hour, later that IT representative he had uh, disconnected the call out of frustration. So the customer had disconnected the call due to the frustration as there was no response, and he is particularly doing a remote job, and post that he started using his mobile hotspot. So now in the email, he wants the issue to get resolved at the earliest. And as he is doing a remote option, he is asking the compensation for the delay and the bad experience which was forced to use his mobile hotspot internet. And he was worried whether his hotspot bill will increase in end of the month. If this issue is not getting resolved on priority, the client or the customer has told they might cancel the contract with the company and look for a different network provider. So, being a customer support of that particular firm, like you being an agent, so how will you handle this issue, or how what kind of resolution you will be giving it to the customer? That is the scenario which has been given. But here there are two scenarios. One is we have to write an email to a manager explaining the urgency of the issue and include the alternate resolutions for this issue. And apart from writing an email to your manager, you have to write a mail to a customer as well, assuming that we have got the approval from the manager and we can provide the assurance that it will be resolved. So this is what the scenario. So this particular thing is a scenario where we have to understand the concept. Sometimes the scenario might be little bit easier or it might be little tricky. Certain time limit will be given, so you have to write it in a most probably email writing will be writing in a paper more than doing it in a system if it is a face-to-face interview. And there is one more scenario which has been given here. Let's read this as well. Dear customer support team, we have contacted you on the chat support just few hours ago, but we haven't got a reply. Your video streaming services has been unreliable for few days. We have subscribed to your documentaries and sport channel in the late evening. We noticed that the videos are loading extremely very slow. We thought it was an issue with our internet connection, but as checked, the internet speed was more than appropriate and videos from the other online sources load up very quickly. And it's been getting day by day worse where some videos don't load at all, and I had to keep checking on the other shows just to find the ones that would load properly. And I also noticed that the ads repeat at least twice before going to the actual video. We haven't changed anything in our account settings. All our devices are same as well. Nothing from our end would be causing these issues. I expect to hear from you to resolve this unsatisfying experience. Yours sincerely, Carolyn. So this was the issue. So one more scenario is there is a video streaming issue. Okay, so here person had subscribed to a documentary related to a sports channel and the videos are not loading clearly, and initially they thought that it was an issue with the internet connection and the internet speed which was more appropriate, and the videos from the other online sources load up very quickly. So what is the issue is majorly on the internet speed on video streaming services, and it has been loading very slow. So day by day things are getting to a worst and some videos are not at all loading properly, and the ads also are being repeated. If you see normal, even the Disney Hotstar app, so you see repeated app once in a while. So even some customers might not like. So if the customer is not okay with the ads, so we can go for a premium subscription. So ads will not be published whenever we are watching those videos on mobile. And so what he was telling is, so he has not changed any settings option, and he needs solution for this particular issue. So write an email to your manager briefly outlining the complaint and suggesting at least two different ways in which we might improve the customer experience. So most of the information I've used short forms just to give a clear clarity. But in case if you are writing a mail to a customer or a manager, it should be in complete full form, not in any of the shortcut method. So assume that you have got an approval on the course of action. So write an email to the customer in response to her customer in response to the complaint and how we deal with this case. So this is what is needed. So whenever you draft a mail to a customer, you have to put from and the mail ID of the person. Like, so as we are sending it, if we are sending a mail to a uh, customer, so this will be our customer support team, and two will be the customer's mail ID, and subject line it will be the whatever issues related to video streaming issue. So we have to analyze that we are drafting a mail in Outlook. So and accordingly we have to put the subject line these columns, and then addressing a person, hello supervisor. So as this email is related to drafting a mail to supervisor, so here it will be the customer support agent mail ID. Here it will be the manager's email ID, and here it will be customers customer support agent email ID. So we have to address the manager, hello supervisor, sorry to bother you, but we need your suggestions before I proceed. Kindly go through the below complaint received from Caroline. So she is the customer, and she is having unreliable experience on, I'll just put it in easy way, unreliable experience on video streaming since last few days, and their video loading extremely slow. Documentaries and sport channels are not uh, load extremely slow in the evening, and instance where videos will not at all load, and in mid the videos are the ads are repeating twice in mid of the video. So there are certain ads which are being repeated twice. So Caroline has also informed that their account settings are not being changed from the default, and she has also mentioned that the chat support has not responded to her for the last few hours. So these are the things we have to mention, and then we have to mention to the manager that what are the solution for this. So you have to mention it as when you're drafting a mail to a supervisor. I was thinking of the below efficiency improvements. Regarding the chat support, we can have customers raise a time bound ticket to resolve one issue which can be scaled up escalation metrics. So whenever if we are having a chat support, so there should be a time bound ticket or time limit to resolve the issue. If not, it can be escalated. To verify the speed and quality of the video, we can assign a field executive to undertake a regular inspections, and will intimate the operation team about ads which are being repeated twice, and to resolve to get this issue on default. And we can also share the pop-up to remove the ads completely for a minimum cost, or redirect the customers to use a premium subscription in order to avoid the ads. So looking forward for the supervisor's approval. Then you can add your signature, like best regards, and you can mention the name of the person, and then you can add like customer service. So this is one scenario. So now it's where you are drafting it to a customer. So this will be customer mail ID. Sorry, this you will be sending it to a customer mail, and here it will be like from the agent's mail ID. So for example, customer service dot the company name. Uh, Maybe you can mention XYZ at gmail.com, just for an example I'm giving it. So here the subject line, when we are drafting to a customer, we have to put as resolving the property insurance issues, and here you can mention hi Carolina, Thank you for bringing this to our notice, and I for you apologize for to you for unpleasant experience you had gone through. Our team has worked on your query and it's now resolved. And then you can add the sentence in response to your claim on a damaged property caused by the floods. We are reworking on that and it will be resolved shortly. So, this subject line is related to property insurance issues, and this, whatever the previous one, it's actually a topic related to uh, the video streaming issue. So, this is a different mail scenario, so which is being given. So, not like related to that video streaming. So this is related to a property insurance issue. So here the scenarios are given. So accordingly, like you will get some idea, like whatever based on the questions which you are getting in the interview, you can update it. And here they have mentioned in response to your claim on damaged properties caused by the floods, we are reworking on that and it will be resolved shortly. As you have paid a premium amount every year, we will we will try to release the amount as per our premium amount policy. Thanks for sharing us the list of damaged items with receipts so that we can check the amount and which is on the receipt. Apologies for the glitch which caused by our assessors during the visit to verify your damaged products. They have quoted the amount which is more than your premium policy. So depending on the policy, we will try to release the maximum amount shortly. As we are working on this result, working to resolve your query on this, requesting you not to visit the Consumer Affairs Bureau, and we are working to resolve your query on priority. And here you can add the capital S. Hope your query has been addressed and we appreciate your patience and we are working on your query. Best regards, customer service. So you can add like this. And when you're drafting it to the client, so it's like dear client services. So this is actually one more scenario. So in this scenario, so the issue is last month I had returned to you to take out a claim on my property insurance as my furniture and carpets were damaged as a result of recent flooding in our city. Now I have received a payout, but I am very disappointed with the amount which you have sent. I have paid a premium amount each year to protect my belongings. I have supplied you with a long list of items damaged together with the receipts, but you have paid only for a fraction of cost. You say this is the maximum payout and you can make according to my policy. However, when assessor visited my flat, he indicated a much higher payout. So I would like to reconsider this claim at your earliest convenience. I will take issue to the Consumer Affairs Bureau if I don't get the reasonable compensation. I expect to hear you from I expect to hear from you within a week. Yours sincerely, Carolina. So this is one more scenario where related to a property insurance where furniture and carpets were damaged related to flooding. So write an email to your new to your supervisor, briefing outlining complaint and suggesting at least two ways in which you might improve her customer experience. Assume that we have gotten approval on course of action from the supervisor. Write an email to a customer in response to her complaint and how you deal with this issue. So from the mail IDs will come to subject property insurance, dear John. So this is drafting a mail to a customer. Sorry to bother you, but wanted your opinion before I proceed. Kindly go through the below complaint. Sorry, this is actually like where you have to sending a mail to a sending a mail to a manager. So this is manager's mail ID. So you have to send uh, from your end. Think if your name is John dot Paul at gmail.com. and your manager name is smith.john at gmail.com, and this is a manager's email ID. So when you're drafting a mail to a manager, you have to mention the same. Sorry to bother you, but wanted your opinion before I proceed. Kindly go through the below complaint received from Carolyn regarding the claim on her property insurance as their furniture and carpets were damaged due to the floods. She has sent us a long list of damaged items with receipt, but she has received a fraction of cost from our end. She is disappointed with the amount she has received from our end because, as our assessor has indicated, a much higher payout when listed in her flat. And she has also mentioned the customer. She will take the issue to the consumer affairs team if she is not getting a proper response regarding the reasonable compensation. So we have to inform like what we can do from the agent end. So we need to check if manager is giving approval for the below efficiency improvement. So regarding our damaged properties, we can send the assessor to re-verify the damaged properties whether it is damaged due to floods or not. I think this will not come to re-verify whether it is damaged due to floods or not. As she paid a premium amount each year to protect her belonging, we can process the amount as per the premium amount policy. She has sent us a list of damaged items with the receipt. We can quote amount which was mentioned by the assessor, and we can share the pop-up remove ads and completely for a minimum cost, or redirect the customers to premium subscription in order to eliminate ads. Looking forward for your approval and signature. So, so these are the scenarios which generally come related to the customer facing issue. You have to understand from a customer point of view and try to give a solution rather than delaying, like we will get back to you in 3 working days. So that is what we don't expect. The expectation is a solution for the customer on priority. So it can be a building discrepancy where it's been charged $250 extra. If not, it might be related to any closing of an account where the customer wants to go and he is not able to share any pending documents and it's been getting delayed. So we have to inform the customer that why the closure of the account is not done, because there are certain rules and regulation which has to be followed as per the company rules. And what does this empathy mean? It's a ability to see the things from a customer perspective. It's customer service. It refers that you have to put yourself in the buyer's shoes and understand their pain. So it's all about empathizing the customer, or empathy should be there, where we have to give a clear solution and understand and add certain words like we appreciate your patience. Apart from that, we apologize for the issues caused, or we will try our level best to resolve it from our end. I will definitely help you I'll certainly help you from our end. So these are the words: definitely, certainly, and we would wait till we get a response from your end, and then we will close the ticket. So these kind of things which we can add, and certain the more and more you try to understand the concept and try to manage these things, I believe it is very easy to crack this round. It's not that rocket science. Only thing is you have to have that interest and think clearly and without any of the other intention. So I hope this video helps, because I have not covered much scenarios in previous videos on email writing. So this really helps, I believe. So please, whenever if any companies which they are conducting certain rounds, be prepared. Do check with the employees like what kind of rounds are available, so that according to that you can prepare and give your best. Thank you all for watching this video, and do share these videos to any of your friend who is going to attend in future, or especially freshers or 0 to 5 years experienced people. Definitely it will be a worth enough. And if you are from customer support team, definitely you can share your feedback in the comment box. It would be really appreciated. And in case if you are a HR watching this video, do share it to your candidates if they are lacking and if they are unable to get any guidance or support. So the more you spread this kind of information, definitely people will try to give their best in interview and clear the interview rounds. Thank you all for watching this video. I'll just come back in another video in the coming days if anything important.